Hi everyone, it's Roger here from Infinity and Beyond, presented by Vinylmation Kingdom. I'm going to have a look at the Triskelion Assault toy box, which was created by Eridad 3, inspired by the final scenes from the Captain America, the Winter Soldier, enter into the building and destroy the Hydra, created during the Toy Box Summit 2014. So let's load this one up. So this toy box was created at the Toy Box Summit, which was held back in August, and brought together all the best toy box artists together, and they all had like a 24-hour period to try and get as many, or try to build their toy boxes. And with that, what that meant was we then have all these toy boxes to be featured over the first couple of weeks. Okay, so here we go, it's just loading up now. If you haven't already done so, remember to check us out at vinylmationkingdom.com, and you can also check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and our Facebook group. Okay, so let's have a look. So here we are, we're in a big room. So we are now going to go travel to Eridad 3. So there we go, that was a good use of the interior, so we're going into that there, and then we're going outside. Now like I said, these are all created within a very short period of time, basically done with no sleep, so therefore I'm going to give them a slight bit of credit that they're able to do this in such a short time, and they'd only had the game for a few hours, so it'll be interesting to see what they can do with this toy box over time. So while this is loading up, one of the slight bugbears for me so far for the game, some of the loading screens are a little bit too long, but at least when we get in there it is good to go. So it's one thing I would sort of suggest to toy box artists, don't go too much into having too many sort of empty rooms and going into rooms, because it just adds extra loading time for players. So as this is loading up, as again I'm going to be using Captain America, and I thought, well, why not this morning check on his costume disc as well. Okay, so it's still loading. Okay. So as I can now load together 10 toy boxes at once, it doesn't mean that they can be a lot bigger, and it therefore takes a little bit longer sometimes for them all to load up. Okay, here we go. We are just about to load into the game. I can hear Captain America getting ready. Here we go. So okay, I haven't yet unlocked all the toys. So, right, shield is not where what we thought. You have to access the and sabotage the last ship. So there it is. Okay, so he's changed the camera view. Okay, so we are under full attack here. We've got turrets going off all over the place. Just keep jumping. Look at it, we've got a full assault here. I think the aim here is literally just... Oh yeah, let's do some Captain America. Whoop, there we go. So we've got a save point here. That's cool. So here we are at the shield building. So now we're going into the building. So again, this is that whole thing of using different toy boxes, so you can now load them together. So rather than just having one big toy box which you max out, you can now sort of link them together. But as I said, maybe best not to use them, you know, if you're doing all 10 boxes, it can take a bit of time for everything to load up. So it might be worth just thinking about that and not using them if you don't need to. Okay, so as I said, we've just gone through that thing. Now I pretty much ran through that there. You could have gone through it. So here we are. Inside, we've gone back into an interior. So I'm going to find shield. Here we go. Okay. Let's try and see what we can find. So they've decked that this interior all with the shield and Marvel side of things. Good use of the interior. Okay, I'm going to climb up here. Oh, and we have another toy box. So when he was creating this, he obviously liked the fact that he could now create interiors and jump between toy boxes. So that was obviously just trying something out and something a bit different. It's loading up. Okay. So as with the new toy boxes, you can share your own toy boxes when you create them, and then you can submit them to Disney, and they will then basically push them out if they're any good. So we've got a lot more toy boxes to play. If you do come across a good toy box and you want me to have a play for it, you can sort of message me on Facebook or on the Facebook group, or send me a tweet, and I'll have a look at it, because that's the aim now. We can do a lot more toy box videos because it's a lot easier, and that we get more than just 5 a week. We're going to have as many as we want. So once again, this level is just loading up. I think that's the one thing I'm going to say is, like I said, is sort of a downfall to this is by using too many toy boxes that aren't necessary. It can create a little bit of annoyance from loading it. But like I said, these are all done during the Toy Box Summit. They're all just getting used to it, and we can just got to, hopefully over time. So now we're back outside again. So they want me to go this way. So as you can see here, we have arrows which point us in which direction we want to go. Now, luckily I've got cap, so let's see here. Whoa! Didn't want to do that. You're weak, Hail Hydra. Shield is not what we thought. You have to access the ship. Okay, so now. So I'm gonna. Now, hopefully, it's not gonna send me all the way back. Okay, I think it's actually. So it actually took us back into the first toy box. Now, so what's interesting here is I am not going to go back into that room and load it back up. No, I'm going to cheat here, and I'm going to.
It's hard to contain your excitement when I'm around. I understand.
Oops, there we go. Alright, so let's now fly up to the up here. We're just going to cheat. I don't really want to go. Whoa. So I didn't want to do that again, because otherwise it seemed a bit pointless. You might have, in that situation, I probably would have suggested maybe going straight into a teleport to the top rather than putting you into another toy box to load it. Okay, so there we're under attack. Whoop, a bit blowy there. So let's just do the save point. That's a good thing with the flying characters, and I must admit I'm really loving Iron Man. He's one of my favourites in this game so far. Whoa, you're really under attack here. Woo, holy moly. There we go, let's try and... Oh, what have we got here? We've got a mission here by the looks of it. Ooh. What have we got to do here? It's broken through.
We are running out of time.
Oh. Ooh. Wow, this is pretty tricky. Pretty tricky. There we go. That's such a cool move. Okay, so let's. Okay. So we've got fireworks here. What's that gonna do? I'm not too sure. I think the logic seems to have kicked off there. Should be some kind of fireworks.
We are in trouble.
Oh, here we go. Must have set off the. Okay. Not entirely too sure what it thinks I'm supposed to have done. Okay, well I think that's pretty much the end of the toy box. I think the fireworks should have probably gone off. Maybe some of the logic wasn't quite in place there like it put in. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check us out at VanimationKingdom.com. And I'll see you guys later.